All right, y'all, moving right along with Fleer. We're up to 1989. And what we'll be doing today is 2 wax packs and a rack pack. Picked these wax packs up from McNulty Sports Cards. He also has a bunch of cello packs, which the next time we come around to Fleer, we'll probably have those cello packs in our stash. So we'll be doing cello packs as well, but I wanted to focus this time on the wax packs in hopes that we might pick up some error cards. That's our best option if we're looking for error cards, is wax packs. What are we looking for 89 Fleer in terms of rookies? Well, we've got 3 of them that made the Hall of Fame in 2015. John Smoltz at $1.50, Craig Biggio at $2.50. We've got the Randy Johnson card, and there is a couple different variations of it. The original copy is worth $40, and that's where the Marlboro sign is clearly visible. Beckett does not have a value listed for the red tint over the Marlboro sign or the green tint over the Marlboro sign. But then Beckett says that the black box over the Marlboro sign comes in at $2.50. We've got Gary Sheffield at $1.50, and then Ken Griffey Jr. is going to be the big one at $15. Also have a bunch of error cards where corrected cards were made, almost too many to really remember, but the big ones are we'll have the Randy Johnson, obviously the Billy Ripken, and then if we get any checklists, we'll have to see if we get ones. Apparently there's 2 different variations. There's checklists with no positions on them and checklists with positions. I believe so far I've only gotten the ones with no positions listed. All right, let's take a look at pack number 1. These are going to be 15 card wax packs. I've got about 10 of them in the man cave. So instead of doing 4, we'll just do 2, kind of preserve our stash, so to speak, because we don't have a full box. Start out with a National League 4-banger sticker. Got the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Montreal Expos, the New York Mets, and the Philadelphia Phillies. And how are these? Corners are looking great. The back is going to have the New York Mets team history. Nice. We'll take it. Start out with Dave Winfield. I'm liking that. Big fan of Dave. We'll throw him up there. Got Hale Morris, Greg Harris, Jeff Russell, Gerald Perry. Looks like the fire truck's gonna photobomb our video. Superstar Specials card, Pitcher Perfect, featuring Tom Browning. Got Greg Matthews, Jeff Kaiser. Nice. Darryl Strawberry. Loving that. We'll take it. That's a sweet card right there. Oh, look at that. Nice. Cal Ripken Jr. That's top notch. Big fan of that card. Loving it. Front and center. I knew we saved that front spot for somebody. Got Jeffrey Leonard, Bill Buckner, Kevin Elster, Doug Jones, and finally Jeff Treadway. So on that first pack, we picked up Dave Winfield, big fan. Picked up Darryl Strawberry back in the day, back in 88, 89. Getting a Darryl Strawberry was like getting a Don Mattingly. And Cal Ripken Jr., sweet card there. Just need to get his brother, huh? Well, let's take a look and see what we can find in, I never did check to see. I'll have to look at these cards. I never did check to see what the back card was like in terms of wax residue. Now we've got some wax residue on the back of the Eddie Murray card. There is very, very minimal though, but we also have a little bit of a nick. So we're going to go ahead and toss out the Eddie Murray. The sticker is going to be another four-banger. This time the American League got the Minnesota Twins, the New York Yankees, the Oakland Athletics, and the Seattle Mariners, with the Minnesota Twins team history on back. For cards, we've got Fred Lynn, Jay Howell, Rick Aguilera, Dave Smith. Nice. Mark McGuire. Loving that. A little bit on the blurry side, but is what it is. Ron Hesse. Very nice. The late, great stolen base king, Ricky Henderson. Let's put Ricky front and center. There we go. Rest in peace to Ricky. Don Carmen, Pete and Cavaglia, Pete Smith. Superstar Specials card, Power Center, featuring the late Kirby Puckett, rest in peace, and Eric Davis. Very nice. Got Bob Horner, Keith Atherton, and Hojo. Nice. Big fan of Howard Johnson. We put him on the stand, but he's the last card. So we picked up Mark McGuire. Very nice. Picked up the late, great stolen base king, Ricky Henderson. Loving that. Picked up a Superstar Specials card featuring the late Kirby Puckett and Eric Davis. I'm going to go ahead and toss out the Eddie Murray. It's got a little bit of a nick, minor nick on this side, but also some wax residue on the back of the card. All right, folks, there you have it. A pair of 1989 Fleer 15 card wax packs from McNulty Sports Cards. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe and stay tuned. We're fixing to get into a rack pack from the box coming up next.